hello to everybody from France. It's nearly midday, sunny day today. Okay, so let's start with mind mapping for SEO. And I will have a quick presentation with 4 examples, and feel free to to have all your questions as just being said. I will do my best to explain things in English and for SEO as well, because SEO, as you know, can be quite a bit technical, and SEOs sometimes love to speak with a kind of dialect. So I'll do my best, and I just share my screen to start the presentation. Okay, it's okay for sharing my support?
Sorry, Denys, the screen is perfect. I can see it. I can see the presentation.
Okay, perfect. So mind mapping for SEO this year, 25. As you know, maybe SEO shifts very much this time with the eruption of AI everywhere. So I will give you some advices just to have your best SEO this year, because it's very challenging these times. Okay, so I am the founder of Mind-Mapping-Decision, and I'm passionate about SEO for all kinds of activities and strategic positioning, copywriting, customer journey, market intelligence, and a few kinds of visual thinking like semantic mapping, strategic mapping, market intelligence. So to go deep to the point, I've presented here 3 major changes this year, especially with AI SEO. And I've selected 3 of them because they can be linked with the mind mapping practice. First one is the importance of the knowledge graph. I don't know if some of you are used to SEO or not, but knowledge graph is very important. Knowledge graph allows Google to know better what you are writing about. And for a long time, knowledge graph is important, but it remains more and more important today. That means getting a deep understanding of your subject, of your article, of your page. Second notion, directly linked to the first one, is authority. There is a big reward for a great authority, and the authority depends on this point, getting deep in your subject. Third point, cluster-ready content. That means your content must be very well organized and very well tagged. I mean, there is a strong density of contents in your article applied for each section. So that's what I'm speaking about. Cluster ready. You must facilitate the job of Google bots. Second point, directly linked to mind mapping practice, your page, your article must have a solid structure outline. That's mean for H1, title and H1, and what we call HN, H2, H3, etc. You must have a very detailed and rigorous outline. Your topical authority depends on this quality of your structure, and also you must have an entity-based content. We will come to this point after. Rewarded as well, first-hand experience, authoritative experience, you know. And at sub-level, it's the same thing, entity-based for each section of your article. I mean, each H2, for example, must have a strong entity-based structure based on triplets. It's called entity attributes value. We'll have an example about that. And also, you must have a progression with no gaps in your article. Third point, top funnel will be handled by AI. You will have still impressions, but no more or just a few clicks. So it's a major point today to repurpose your content and move to the middle and bottom funnel. So there is also an example to come with this point. So as MindMap AI use LMM and AI, a few points, key elements about LMMs when you're working with LMMs for SEO. And the first question is, what are LMMs very good and more efficient at? They perfectly know how to extrapolate from a limited content. They know to reorganize, to group content, to identify gaps or missing data. That's what they are very good at. And for another part, when you work with SEO and LMMs, there are three major pillars for your results. The LMM you are using, they are not equivalent, each of them. Your quality prompt and your input data. And we will talk about that in the examples. A few consequences for that. LMM are great to produce content, to declutter ideas, but not in retrieving SEO data on their own. You know, SEO data, as you know, are all inside Google, apart in your search console, but not all the data Google have about your website, as you know. They can generate list of cluster and keywords, but the final judge for SEO is always Google or Bing analysis and index. LMMs are not natively connected to any kind of SERP API. You know, this is very important. When you prompt LMMs, there is a qualitative jump when you can give one or two examples of your desired result. That's always the case. Okay, and another important point is LMMs have different context windows depending on which LMM you are using. So you have to be very precise and detailed in your prompt, but not overload your prompt with a massive context. Okay, so we are now going to the first example. First example, I want to, I am in the phase of publishing an article. But before that, I want to analyze the top 3 competitors on the main keywords. On the main keywords I want to write content about. So I have 3 PDF representing the full page or article blog posts of the 3 competitors. So 3 PDF files for one part, and for another part, I have a list of questions, you know, these famous people also asked for my main keywords. And these are data extract a tool, online tool called also. And first of all, I prompt the LMM inside MindMap AI. We'll just have a look after that. Very simple. And I say, please use the attached file, one file, list of frequently asked question about change management in general. That's my main keyword. And article 1, 2, and 3 are my highest ranked pages as competitors. Your task is to create a mind map clustering all the questions on the list, so the first file, and tell me what these 3 competitors are answering in their content. And after that, so that's the first version of the mind map. And after that, I add a perspective. I said, okay, I want to write about change management, but especially the human aspect. So I will fill the mind map with relevant question of my list concerning especially human aspect of organizational management and change. So I just want to share with you the mind map. Okay. It's not such a big one, but okay. So as the 3 files representing the top 3 competitors have been analyzed by the AI. I just want to open the original one. Okay. So I have prompted here saying what I've just told you. You have 3 files in your knowledge base. You know, I've attached these 3 files here, 3 files representing my top 3 competitors for change management, and 1 file representing all the people also asked question. You know, and after that, my prompt say, okay, just tell me, just build a mind map with all the questions being answered by my competitors and just organize them with a parent topic. So, you know, here the map say, okay, there is a big subject, challenge of change management, filled by your competitors, and especially these questions have been answered in their content. You know, that's the first step. And you have the same for human factors. Okay, so there are some aspects specific for human factors in change management already being answered by these top three competitors, and especially these questions. So the LMM have analyzed the list of PAA questions and put them in context of this content of the three competitors, you know, and same thing for all the specific cluster. And after that, you know, I have step 2. I say, okay, if I want to focus my writing for change management on human factors, please analyze the list of questions and just ask, inject in the map the questions which have not been answered by my competitors, and put a visual sign just for me to see it easily. So, you know, for example, this question, what are the key skills for managing change effectively, with this subtopic here? This is a question people are asking on search engine, but this question have no response yet in my competitors' content. So, you know, it's very, there is a lot of value in this map because I know how to structure my content. So for a general outline, being unique because I am going to answer these questions. Okay, that's the first example. And after that, you can, as the mind map, you know, you have some subtopic appearing in the map. You can ask the mind map and the tool to expand them if you want. If you decide to write about this subtopic or topic, you just have to expand this topic and you have also sub ideas. And here is, you know, the instruction, the prompt I gave, considering this mind map, please fill in the information gaps to make the map super relevant for change management on the human side. Please insert a visual sign for the clarity of the result. Okay, this is the first example. Second example, I will give the LMM some SEO data, as I told you in the introduction. And you can give a CSV file coming from the Google Search Console. That's what I've done. And I've used a special thing which is very convenient when you work with MindMap. There is here an extension. If you have, I think you will have, if you ask for it, my support. And there is here a link for a Chrome extension, which allows you to ask the Google Search Console with regex. I mean, here I've asked for, you know, the model 5Y1H, who, when, what, etc., whom, how. So I can have a CSV file of all what Google Search Console gave me and all the requests made by my visitors in with this question angle, you know? So I have the CSV file. I upload it in my map. Okay, so that's the most frequent search queries for a certain period with especially a question angle. And I ask the LMM to just to map this. Oh, okay, I just wanted to make it okay more convenient. So the LMM tell me, okay, on your search console, here are all the topics you receive a question about. You know, mind mapping, what is mind mapping, how to create a mind map, etc. Active listening, transition management, you know, this is a big one, okay. Soft skills, what are soft skills, etc., etc. Concentration issues, and other. So this is very precious because, you know, for example, here I can see I have a lot of visitors coming with a question about transition management because I already wrote about this subject, and I can emphasize this subject or I can develop another one. So the point is when very often it's not so easy to analyze data coming from Google Search Console. So you find the specific angles, you extract a CSV file, you give the CSV file to the LMM with this upload function. And after that, you chat with the LMM about your data. And when you feel everything is ready about the progression of the conversation, you give the instruction, please build the data, inject in the data the main topic, subtopic with this or that angle, etc. So you can have some a mind map to be used for your content planning or to be used with your content writer, internal or external writers, for example. Okay, next example. This one is also very interesting. You know, I told you at the beginning, you will have, if you want to keep your traffic and conversion, you will have to move and to shift gently to top funnel, informational level, to middle bottom funnel, you know. So I took here an example of online article, but I will not upload the URL in the LMM, but the full PDF file. So please just scrap all the content of the HTML page and copy paste on a PDF file just to upload it in the tool, the MindMap tool. So very basic here prompt. You are an SEO expert, best copywriters. Your task is to read the full article and to make all relevant and structured suggestions to shift this content to middle bottom funnel. Okay, and just to see now the result. Okay, so I did that. It's not one of my article, but imagine it could be one of my article. And just this mind map, what it say is, okay, if you want to move your purpose to middle bottom funnel, you have to, if you can, you have to take these subject and subtopics in consideration. If you can write about this topic and subtopic, you will move your article to the desired level. You know, and that's being said after the analysis of the initial original content. So, you know, you have just to take subtopic one after the other and just ask you, okay, can I write a paragraph? Can I add something, a use case or something which can be useful, use case, problem solution, step-by-step guide of incorporate visual, infographic, all that. So you can, with this mind map, take a step back and repurpose, recycle your article. Okay, hope everything is comprehensive. And example 4, it's a little bit that first one, but for a main keyword, I take 10 my competitors, and with standard SEO tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs or any other one, you can extract a CSV file from your 10 competitors and analyze this CSV file with LMM. And after that, you can also enrich. I will show that in just a second. You can, as soon as you have this map, you can try to enrich this map semantically speaking. So this is the result. I took all my competitors in France for mind mapping training. And I upload the CSV file here as the same for previous example. And this is the result about this analysis. And the mind map tell me, okay, all your competitors are speaking about mind mapping. That's evident, but with some variation of the keywords. This is French language. Some of them are speaking about training format. That's very interesting. Online, certified, MOOC, okay. Geographic location. These are French cities. Specific aspects, certification price, etc. And long tail keyword here. Okay. And after that, because I have nurtured the LMM with some data, I have a second instruction into the conversation asking, okay, with all the data I gave you, can you analyze it and give me some search intents for my users? And search intent are splitted here with transactional, informational, navigational, etc. And here are some specific search intent the LMM gave me, and which I can develop, into the conversation if I want. I could say, okay, with your knowledge of this precise context and main keywords search, can you give me some ideas about how I can build some how-to guides about mind mapping? What would be the subject, etc., etc. So I can go further and develop this mind map. It's clearly a level of a strategic SEO here. Okay, and just to finish with, as a matter of conclusion, with this specific tool, MindMap AI, I think it could be very useful for language charter. If you want to collect and to settle and to share also key elements about your brand, about your USP, unique selling proposition, editorial policies as well, maybe after analysis what your competitors are doing in order to find a unique angle. That's the same thing than we saw just before. This MindMap tool can work as a detailed article plan. It works as an outliner. And after that, you can export the MindMap in a markdown format to be used in another writing tool, to be used directly with your writer, by your writers. Okay, this can be a brief, precise brief for your writers, giving them a direction for the article, a precise structure. You can deliver angles, Q&A, unique and specific information gain. You know, the specific information gaps your competitors have not treated yet. You can use it to analyze very quickly, very easily, specific SEO data extracted from GSC or other whatever tools. You can scrap Google SERP, for example. And you can also compare your article, maybe before publishing it or after, if you want to repurpose it, compared to your competitor, as we saw just before. Okay, I've just finished my presentation, and maybe if you have questions, I will be very pleased to answer you, if I can.
We do have some questions, Dennis. Uh, Maybe I can read it for you. So if you see in the chat, the first question, if I only have 1 hour a week to plan my content, how can I use that time with mind mapping to get the most done?
I suppose you mean on the SEO perspective. What I would do first, I would analyze the top 3 competitors, you know, because you will compete, I mean, top 3 or top 10 or more, but at the end of the day, you will compete with these 3 competitors. You will I mean, you have to stick about what Google considers are as main search intents. You can't go against that. So for a beginning, just take time to measure and to have a clear understanding about what these search intents are, and what your top 3, top 10 competitors have done to be there.
Thanks, Dennis. So the next question is, how can AI mind maps help with content outlines?
Um, okay, I mean, depending on your mindset, mind map are not convenient for everyone, but as you are dealing with a lot of information or data, having a clear and dense understanding and synthesis level is very valuable. And what is the value comes also because it's a step-by-step iterative process. You know, so you can start with a very flash analysis of your top 3 competitors. And if you have already a mind map with your USP, your tone of voice, your language charting, for example, you will you will be very productive for that. You know, and you can keep the mind map corresponding to this article. And when you will have to repurpose this article or to reconfigure this article, it will be much easier. I don't know if my response is clear enough. Or maybe, you know, you can also start with a blank mind map, just to map out your ideas from your mind and just start a mind map like this. But in a SEO perspective, you will have to upload, to get and to upload data uh, from search intents, competitors, and all that. You know, it's very different working with mind map content. It's very different if you are writing a novel or whatever, a storytelling of, or if you are writing a content in a SEO perspective.
You said people who answer, but there's always someone answer. What if our competitor doesn't answer or answers incorrectly? What's the point? I'm confused.
Yes, the starting point is uh, what Google call PAA, people also asked. And we perfectly know all search engine are response engine. Their main goal is to respond to question people have. So you have very frequent questions, and it's always um, you know, again point to answer this question. But um, where your confusion come from? Someone, if your competitor doesn't answer, okay. If my competitors have not answered to one question, and if I do it properly with the help of AI, not just AI, just AI as a sparring partner, you know, if I have this kind of response with a good level of quality, and if my competitors don't, if he doesn't have, I will have an advantage, a competitive advantage on the SEO point of view.
Okay, so the next question. Have you seen measurable SEO improvements after switching to a mind mapping approach?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I can swear it. You know, um, I mean, I do SEO and mapping for 10 years now, and sometimes I use my mapping tools like the one I used here, and I've also other tools, visual tools, but more semantic and cartographic tools. But I can assure you, you have a competitive advantage because if you do it properly, because for example, you know, there are a lot of people who use LMMs just asking ChatGPT, okay, make me a topical map for this main keyword and all that. But they are just forgetting ChatGPT doesn't have any SEO data. It's just the surface. It's very well done. It seems it's absolutely correct because on a language point of view, it is correct, but that's not the final judge. The final judge is Google, you know. And if you are using mind mapping properly, feeding your mind map with data coming from the GSA or SERP. It's the same idea. You will have a strategic advantage because 99% of writers don't do like this.
Okay. The next question. I'm new to SEO. Can mind maps help me understand how to structure a website or blog better?
Yes, it can. It can. And MindMap AI is quite a simple simple tool to use. And just analyzing the competition, the top 10 competition, will give you an advantage. And I mean, either on the question of your website global structure, either in your page content. Both levels are important. You know, and the purpose is to start. You know, as I showed you in the example, I started with change, organizational change, and this is a global level. And after that, I specified on human aspects of change management. You know, so start a little broader so you can have a big picture and develop some verticals, point of view and subtopic after that.
Thank you. So the next question, how do you design a content strategy? And how you decide if a content strategy
Oh,
is
that's
working or not?
okay. Mainly, it's a complex question, but if I try to answer um, I always look at and one major point is to find we call it SEOs call it information gap. You know, I mean, if you publish a content on if I take my example, I want to publish a content about change management. If I write about the same angles than my competitors who are already positioned, I will never show up in the SERP result because Google have no interest to switch from their domain to my domain. I have to present a solid based content, but I have to add some unique point of view. And for finding this unique point of view, you can do what I've just shown you, or you can it's a matter of tendencies and drivers. You know, what actually what are the most discussed topics about change management. So go to see on Reddit, on Quora, on forum, what are the yes the most burning topics about that, and try to yes to write about these core drivers, and you will find more easily unique angles on these topics. And with this, with the habit, you know, if you practice that for several articles or web page, you will have a solid feeling. You know, just I mean, it's not exact science SEO. I have always I am surprised in a good or in a bad way with my result, but I have a sort of intuition. I've developed a sort of intuition of what can work or not. And you know, there is a point when you have a basic mind map, for example, on change management. Don't work just you. Work with your peers, with other people, and ask the question: how could we find unique angles? What is trending about this? And work in a collaborative way, and just build your mind map. Build a collaborative mind map. And this is very powerful compared to someone with, because you know we have all cognitive bias, we have all schemas in our mind, and we want to work at the age of our own thinkings.